Oh yeah, that's the line. Yes. Woo! Oh, yeah. Whoa! My friends, it's time once again for another big adventure, and it's finally time to ride a trail that I've been wanting to ride ever since I started my mission to ride the best mountain bike trails in the UK. In my second ever video, I came here with the ambition of riding the Wall. I couldn't because it was mostly all shut, and the bike shop basically said you can go up but you're going to have to just ride a fire road down. So I thought, no, I'm back, and I've been assured that the Wall is pretty much 90% open. So that's exactly what we're doing here today. Woo! Leg off. I was so excited this morning, I couldn't wait to get here. The Wall is one of those trails where it takes you on a proper adventure. I've ridden it twice before, once from the very top, just the descent, and then another time with my dad, the whole trail, and it is an absolute masterpiece. Stop the video now, grab yourself a cup of tea, your favourite type of biscuit, sit yourself down in your favourite chair and just relax and enjoy the ride, because this one is going to be an absolute blast. Oh yeah. Oh, it's going to be all like this all day. The Wall is about 25 kilometers long, so it's a pretty long ride, one that takes you through really beautiful scenery. You definitely have to have a certain level of fitness to be able to get through this ride without suffering. I'm not too sure of myself, but we're going to give it a bloody good go. Oh, concrete berms. If you're new here, I'm on a mission to ride and document the best mountain bike trails in the UK. I'm traveling around the country exploring the very best of what our country has to offer. Once again, I am recording on Trail Forks. If you want to come and ride this ride that you see on screen, you absolutely can. I'll leave the Trail Forks ride log in the description, so you can download it, add it to your phone, click play and just follow where I go. Whew. So like I said just a minute ago, I came here on my second ever video to ride the Wall. It was completely mostly diverted. The guys at the Afan Valley Bike Shed said basically don't bother, go on the other side of the hill and do something over there because it's all open over there. So I did. Funny thing is, I came back about a month ago with my brother Pat. We rode at Brideway Forest on the first day of our trip. You can watch that video through the link in the top right here. And then on the second day we came here to Afan to ride the Wall again, because we thought we'd given it enough time for the forestry guys to get out and clear all the trails and do what they needed to do. It was really annoying because we were 2 weeks early to the date when they were going to open up the trail again and let people ride it. They were planning on opening it up for, I think it was Easter Friday, I want to say, and we came 2 weeks before that. So we were really disappointed. We did end up doing a ride here. In fact, we did do this little section of the climb on the Wall, and we were told we could use the W2 link path to go over to White's level, and there were some really good descents over there. I think that day we followed 27 kilometers of trail diversions, which were mostly all bridle ways. By the end of it, we got a 1 kilometer descent back down to the riverbed, and we were absolutely exhausted that we couldn't even push the descent very hard. So it was a bit of a disappointment. I've still got all the footage from it. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with that footage from that ride. I'm thinking about maybe making a short little video about why trail diversions don't work and what can be done better to improve the experience for the riders mainly. I think we all hate trail diversions, and especially when they're unexpected or we haven't been told about them. There are two websites I mainly use to check trail statuses in Wales. I use Mountain Bike Wales and Natural Resources Wales. Both I'll link in the description. But I found that they don't tend to update their websites that often, so that's a little bit annoying too. It's about 15 degrees here at the moment. It's quite a nice temperature. I've still got my riding trousers on instead of my shorts. I thought by the time we get up the hill it'll be a bit chilly at the top. It's nowhere near as hot as the 23 degrees I rode in at Cant Chase last week. That was like I was being roasted in an oven for most of that. It was all right when I got into the trees, but then it was just like a furnace out on the open plains. The good news is that over the last couple of days there actually has been a little bit of moisture in the air. We've had a big long spell of just dry hot weather, so I was worried that the trail will be quite washed out and loose, but on the climb at least it seems to be quite packed down. If you haven't already, make sure to check out the Trail View map. It's a great little interactive map I've created where I've pinpointed all the riding destinations I've ridden at so far. Whichever little pin you click on, you'll see the video, you'll see the location. It'll even give you directions to the trailhead. Go and check it out if you're interested in where I've ridden, or you want to ride where I've ridden. That's even better. Hello, mate. Oh, I wish I could be you, mate, to be honest. Have a good one. The plan for me today is just to sit and spin on the uphills. Whoa! I'm not planning on setting any lap records today. Maybe on the downhills, you'll never know. Yeah, I remember the climb being extremely technical. Really have to sort of judge where you put the power down. Are you in the right gear? Ooh. I've locked the shock out on one of these climbs for the first time. I'm giving it a go. I've been researching about the benefits or the negatives, and from what I can tell is that the positives outweigh the negatives. So I'm giving it a go, seeing if I like it. I remember when I first did this trail, I must have been maybe 15, 16, maybe even younger, and I did it with my dad. And I think I was on an ancient specialized stump jumper, I want to say, or I was on a specialized hard rock, sort of you know, your bog standard hardtail. My dad was on a 29er Voodoo Bizango, however you want to say it. I'm still to this day not so sure how he rode the 27 kilometers or whatever it is. He was super fit back then. Maybe not anymore. He'll kill me for saying that. The climbing wasn't the problem. He was such a good climber. It was just the rough descents. I don't know how he or that bike handled it. I think it only had about 120 mil of travel in the fork, and the fork wasn't nothing special. I can't even remember the brand of the fork. That's how unspecial it was. I mean, my bike at the time wasn't much better, but at least I had fresh knees. What I'm trying to say is I could deal with the bumps and the bangs and the constant jitters. Yeah, very strong to do that. Oh. Oh yes, yeah, this is what it's all about. Nice little drop into a bit of a rock garden. Oh, woohoo! Oh, speck of mud right in the eye line. Ooh, brand new bridge. Yeah, they have been working hard. What really amazes me with these types of trails is this one is 25 kilometers long, and someone has had to come here and build all of this. I mean, it's just madness. You would never know that this was man-made riding along it now. You would never ever know. Of course, time helps with that and nature helps with that, but first and foremost, it is just great trail building. Without great trail building, none of this would be possible. Oh yeah. Oh, love these tight technical descents. It's my favorite type of terrain. Woohoo! Oh yeah, take that line. Yeah, that's the one. On the brakes, on the brakes. Oh, awesome. One thing I've started to notice since making this channel, since recording these videos, since going out on these big adventures, is that I have so much that I want to say to you guys, but I can never get it all out. Sometimes I do just forget to say stuff that I really want to say because I think it'll be impactful to you. I remember when I was at Kumkan and I was going to record the first piece to camera, as they say in the TV world, that I took my phone out of my pocket, pointed it at my face, and then realised I have absolutely no idea on what to say. How do I introduce this? There was no script, there was no thinking behind it at all. It was just sort of me with a camera saying, "Hi guys, welcome, I'm going to be riding blah 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 blah." What's this now? This must be technically the 7th trail I've ridden for my mission to ride the best mountain bike trails in the UK, but the 8th video. People are way more engaged than they were at the start, which is understandable. I'm gaining an audience, which is a fantastic feeling. I've got a full list of YouTube data that I can see, and the general trend is that everything is going upwards, which I'm super grateful for. I'm so glad that you guys are enjoying these videos. I sure really enjoy making them. There's still so much more to come. Thank you all very much for your lovely support. Oh, lovely stuff. Just coming into summertime now in the UK is absolutely wonderful. The birds are singing, the trees have got leaves on them, they cast this beautiful shadow on the ground. The view is absolutely incredible. I'm on my bike in Wales. Life's good. Life is good. Oh, that breeze is really nice on the face. This is definitely the perfect temperature. I think the ideal temperature for riding, oh, this is a good topic. I think the ideal temperature for riding is, I want to say, between 9 and 14 degrees. That is the sweet spot. I'm saying 9 degrees at the lower end of the scale because you can still wear a t-shirt to ride in 9 degrees. You'll definitely put a sweat on the climbs, but then on descents, that 9 degrees acts as a bit like aircon. So that's really nice. And then 14 degrees at the top of the scale is not too hot that you're overheating. You still get a nice cool breeze, and your body sort of just regulates a really nice temperature. You sort of stay in the midpoint, nice and comfortable. If you have any other thoughts, please do. Let's start a debate on the ideal temperature for riding down in the comments. Let's go. Here we go, look at this. This is what mountain biking is all about. Cruising through the forest. Ooh, big old rock bashing the frame then. Yes. This scenery just here is absolutely magical. I love this moss that's just everywhere. Growing up the trees, on the ground, it's like a carpet of moss. It's one of my favourite things. Got the sunlight just beaming through the tree branches. Oh, glorious. Absolutely lovely. One of the big aims for riding and documenting the best mountain bike trails in the UK is the aim to get people out on their bikes. We're coming into summer now, and you could be riding this, which is exactly why I'm documenting it for you. That is the ultimate goal. Even if one person is to see one of my videos and say, do you know what? I'm going to de-dust my bike, take it out the garage, lube up the chain, hit the trails. That is good enough for me. Harder route to the right. Yeah, we'll do the harder one. I mean, we've got to, don't we? It would be rude not to. Whew. Yes. Yeah, just starting to see here all the trees that have come down that were blocking the trails. It's great to see them. Great to see them off. Hopefully never to come back on in the near future. Full power. Oh yes. Nice. Woohoo! Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Woo! Whoa! That is awesome. Little taste of what's to come, I think. Oh man, I can hardly see a thing in it. Got my photochromic glasses on and they don't adjust that quick. Woo! Oh yeah, oh yeah. Woo! Oh, it's straight into the dark. Oh man, this is epic. The camera's probably not going to pick this up, which is such a shame. I'm keeping it in. Oh, okay. So we do have a section shut. This was the first little dilemma that I had riding the wall. As I said, it was 90% open and this was the best chance that I was going to get to ride it. I found out that the section shut was a section called Graveyard, which is about 2 kilometers long with a 150-meter descent, which was such a shame because it's meant to be a really, really good section of trail. The diversion took me down a short fire road descent, of which about halfway down, I noticed the forestry guys had parked up their car and they were working really hard, chainsawing all the trees that had fallen down on the graveyard section. I remember from my previous visits to Afan years ago that we used to get a bite to eat at this little cafe on the top of the hill, but it has seen better days since then. I had a quick rummage around the Afan bike park, a little skills area with additional pro lines built in down the hill. I had to have a go on the little jump line there, the little skinny line, which always scare me to death, and also the rock roller line, which is definitely a little bit harder than it looks. You can see here just how many trees have come down in this little section alone. Oh wow, it carries on. There's tons of them. There's hundreds of trees. No wonder it's taken them so long to clear all the trails, clear all the walking trails, just clear the entire forest. I'm quite speechless, to be honest. Here we go. There was a sign at the trail marker saying that this section has had major maintenance. So I think it's had a little bit of a revamp. It's called Zig Zags. Oh yes. Oh, you can see the fresh dirt. Oh yeah. Oh, it's nice. So packed in. Oh, it's quick. Man, it's quick. Oh yes. Woo! Woo! I took flight then and I didn't even mean to. Woo! Oh. Holy sh**. That was fast. That was ridiculously fast. Got to focus here on what's in front of me. Pick your line carefully around here. Oh. Whoa, yes. Oh yeah. Whoa. Woo. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Woo. Oh. 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 Holy moly. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, this is, whoa. Yeah, I've got to really concentrate here. This is no joke. Oh yeah, that's the line. Yes. Woo! Oh, yeah. Whoa. Oh my God. Yeah, that's pure adrenaline pumping through my veins now. Holy crap. I've never felt G-force cornering quite like it. Oh my God. Woohoo! Oh, holy crap. Oh my God, my legs are cramping up from how much weight goes through your legs there. Oh, my left leg is completely seizing up. Oh, I'm gonna have to sit down. Oh, that's paralyzing. That was just pure concentration coming down that one. Whew. I mean, one wrong move at that speed, and it's yeah, don't want to think about that. I'm still shaking from the adrenaline. I haven't felt that in a long time. The way that trail traverses down the hill and it sweeps down, comes back up, sweeps down even further, comes back up, go through a sort of S-bend. Everything you could ever possibly want from a descent is on that descent. What was it called? Zig Zags. I can't imagine riding it much quicker than that. That was on some of those corners, on those banks, that was one little slip of the front wheel and that would have been it. After riding that Zig Zags descent, I am really hungry for some more. That was, whew, yeah, mind-blowingly good. So I'm actually gonna cycle back up to the top, and there was a black line adjacent to where Zig Zags started. Let's see if we can't level it up a little. Full commitment. Yes, nice, nicely ridden, nicely ridden. Holy shit. Okay, woo! That front brake. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's loose. Whoa. Okay, that's the first section done. Okay, that's fine. I can do that. Yes. Oh. Whoa! What's this? Little rock roll. Yes. Okay. Holy moly. That was, yeah, that, oh my God, I can't even speak. Whew, that tested my skill. Man. Now we're back onto this bridleway. Zig Zags finishes about 200 meters behind me. That got the heart racing just as much as Zig Zags. I wasn't quite expecting that to be as technical as it was and as steep. Yeah, that got the adrenaline going. Forearms are so stiff from just holding onto the brakes for dear life. Oh, nice. Nice and smooth. Oh, I have no words. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the wall. Man. You have to come here and ride that. You have to. Finally, I have ridden the wall. It's been a long time coming on this channel. When I first had the idea to ride the best mountain bike trails in the UK, this was a trail that was on the top of my list, and I have finally ridden it. Was it worth the wait? Absolutely. The wall is a fantastic trail. It takes you on a proper adventure, all thanks to the fantastic guys who built it. Cognation MTB. Whenever I ride a trail that's built by those guys, I know I'm in for such a good time. The crazy thing about Afan is that I've not even scratched the surface. They've got a plethora of fantastic mountain bike trails, so I will be back in the very near future to ride those for the first time. But until then, there's still so much more from me to come. Thank you very much for coming along on this ride with me, and I'll see you on the next one.